Steel Reserve, first to check in. Steve R says, you suck. What's up, Pomps Postal Boy? Come forth from the fire. Oh, come forth, my children. Sorry. I read that before I read it. Canada checking in from Chevy Charge. Chevy Charge. What do you got, a supercharged Chevy? Those newer Camaros really run with a Pro Charger on them. Anyway, checking in from the gym parking lot. OJ says, howdy. What's up, OJ? Don't stab me to death. Heavy or light day today? Today is bench press and assistance work. So auxiliary pressing movements, like maybe an incline or a decline. And then my third exercise, I always go back to the flat and do a close grip. And then maybe like a hammer strength military. If I was going to do a standing overhead press, that's when I would put that in there. Actually, I might even consider doing a standing overhead press first. I've never really done that because I concentrated a lot on bench pressing my whole life. But if you do strongman, today would be the day where I would do a standing overhead press first. Then I would do my flat. So I've never experimented with doing shoulders first. I imagine the tricep fatigue would affect your bench more than the deltoid fatigue. I don't know. I've never tried it, so I'm just bullshitting. What is today's post-workout meal? I'm not exactly sure, but I know eventually I'm going to be eating bar food. Hopefully something somewhat healthy, because I'm going to go watch the Detroit Lions. I believe they play the Philadelphia Eagles today. I saw something about Leo and Guy Cisterano should be deported today because their involvement in 9/11. Yeah, I still don't understand why Guy Cisterano went to Pakistan. I know he's got an Italian name, but if you look at that guy, it's not a reach to imagine him having some Arabic blood. Maybe his mom is from Pakistan. That would be a nasty little combo, wouldn't it? Italian and fucking Arab? Jesus. I'm at a gym, hour on recumbent bike, then back and biceps. Why wouldn't you do the cardio second? You're gonna be depleting your carbs the whole time you're on that damn bike, and you're gonna be flat when you go hit the weights. I would hit the weights first when you're fully carbed up, and then when you hop on the bike, you've burned off most of your carbs pumping iron, so you're actually going to get into the fat burning zone a little quicker because you've already trained with weights. Even though weights isn't cardio, you still have had your heart rate somewhat elevated for that training session. I don't know. I'm not an expert on fat loss, obviously. Look at my stomach. But I would just think common sense. It seems like you could do more benefit for your body if you burned off your carbs lifting weights first and then hopped on the cardio equipment. I would just think you'd be in the fat burning zone that much quicker. Plus, you're already warmed up. Well, but some people think it's good to warm up on cardio before you do weights, but that's kind of a bodybuilding thing, I think. They like to wear their hoodie and chew on their fucking earphone cords. Thoughts on fat-free Greek yogurt? Well, Greek yogurt is good. Greek yogurt is the best. Stan Ifferding preaches Greek yogurt. Currently, I'm not eating any fat-free dairy. Actually, I go out of my way to find whole milk yogurts, whole milk string cheese. I eat whole milk cottage cheese. I drink whole milk. All my dairy products are full fat, and I think that's the healthiest way to go. But I'm starting to get a little too big. You know, I got a little turkey chin down here. Um, so I don't know. I might have to cut some fat out of my dairy, but I can't blame dairy exclusively because I eat an absolute shit ton of red meat. If I'm not having a steak, I'm probably having hamburgers. If I'm not having hamburgers, I'm probably having pork chops. Uh, Now, the only time I eat chicken, I don't waste my time cooking chicken. I can go to the grocery store and get a fully cooked rotisserie chicken for, under $8. So I don't know what a chicken costs, but to get one fully cooked for $8, fuck. Why waste the electricity in your house cooking one? So that's what I do when I want chicken. I get a full rotisserie. Then I usually eat the dark meat first, and then a couple hours later I'll eat the two breasts. I eat the wings first, then the legs and thighs, and I set the two breasts aside for later, and then I'll eat the two breasts as a second protein feeding. Father, what's your thoughts on Dale Chance selling all his prized possessions so that he could afford to buy a cookie cutter Tesla? Well, for one, Teslas are pretty cool. They're fast as fuck. I'm not a big fan of the styling, but I kind of like their horsepower. I don't know if it's called horsepower when you're dealing with electric motors. I guess it'd be watts. But anyway, they're powerful as fuck. They make an electric motors. I think I touched on this yesterday. The torque curve of an electric motor is as flat as a billiards table. And if you've ever driven a big block muscle car, you know what a flat torque curve feels like. You don't need RPM to make neck snapping power. You just touch the gas and poof, you got power. So, yeah, I think Teslas are pretty cool. Um, he doesn't need that Harley. Harleys are kind of fucking cookie cutter. Plus, I don't think he's tall enough to touch his feet at a red light. Dale probably has to buy some big fucking elevated fucking biker boots to touch the ground. So that was kind of an impulse buy on the big guy's. I don't know what he was thinking when he bought a Harley, but that's fucking stupid. It's definitely not practical here in Florida. You'd wind up dead, getting run over by some little old lady who didn't even see you. Now, as far as his Mustangs are concerned, I'd keep one of them, but he definitely doesn't need two that are so similar. I mean, I think they're off by 1 year, and they're the exact same body style. One's red, one's blue. Fuck. I would, with cars that similar, you only need one. I mean, if you're going to have two muscle cars, I'd have one a little bit different. Plus, I'm not a big fan of the Mustang Coupe anyway. If I was going to ever get a Ford, it'd be a fastback, like Steve McQueen drove in Bullet. So, anyway, I don't think Dale bought that car. I think he was just trolling you guys. I think his boss sent him out to get his car washed. If you had a little assistant named Dale Chance, wouldn't that be kind of fun to throw him the keys? Go wash my car, Dale. Anyway, I could be wrong. Maybe he did buy it, but aren't those things like fucking 80 grand? Dale's Tesla will blow up. I don't know. I've heard they're pretty reliable. Teslas are good products. Father, would you suck on Nancy Pelosi's toes to fuck Sarah Palin? Oh, that's a tough one, bro. I probably would take one for the team just to fuck Sarah Palin. I think if I denied that chance, I think I would really let my fans down. 60 grand, says Josh. I don't think you can get a Tesla for 60 grand. A, a Ford Lightning F-150 is going for over 100. And that's a freaking electric pickup truck. I have a Tesla solar battery and it's fantastic. Yeah, Teslas are pretty cool. Rich Rude wants to know, why does McCuck lie about having fake accounts? Because no one will take him seriously with his real accounts. You guys like my new lanyard? The old one was so dirty. This one is fucking brand new. What's your favorite pickup? That's pretty easy. I like the 1968 to 1972 General Motors or Chevy. That's just a beautiful body style. The body panels are made out of nice thick steel. I believe for a few of those years you could get a 396 big block. I think if I could pick out my dream truck, now this would be in Florida where you don't need four-wheel drive. I would get like a 68 or 69 GMC 3/4 ton two-wheel drive with a 396 big block and a stick shift transmission. I don't know if you could get a 4-speed, but I would want a stick shift. I think that would be a fucking badass truck. Detroit or Jets for most improved team this year? I'm gonna have to go with Detroit because if you ever followed the NFC North, that is a worst to first, back to worst division. Teams in that division that get dead last are usually really fucking good the following couple of years, then they go back to last. It's worst to first to worst. It's a cycle in that division that just repeats itself. The Bears have done it, the Packers have done it, the Vikings have done it, and occasionally the Lions even do it. But we'll see. It won't take much for the Lions to be really improved. I noticed that the new Universal Order account posted a video last night. It looks pretty high tech. I don't think McCuck produced that himself. He must have harvested that from somewhere. Any stories about lot lizards? Nah. Packers Vikings prediction? That sounds like a pretty good game. I can't stand Aaron Rodgers. I've been a Brett Favre fan for a lot of years. So I don't really care for Aaron Rodgers. I think my super chat is engaged, but no one's verified that for me. Somebody send me 99 cents so I can see if my super chat's working.